Hook up. Yes. Yeah. On that trolling lure. Woo-wee! Let's go, baby. That's all it took was finding another lure and getting the hook up. Little yellowtail, or is this Sierra? Sierra. Big one. Little gaff. With Daryl's gaff. Thank you, Daryl. Head. Yeah, boy. Whee! We got the Sierra mackerel on the lure that I found. It's a big one. Yeah. Got the sharp teeth hitting that pink trolling lure that I found. Great eating fish. Beautiful sunset. Thank you all for watching, following along, living the dream out here. Baja dreaming. Full moon rising in the distance too. Yeah, boy, it doesn't get much better than that. Wow. Good morning. It's your buddy Mikey here, SD Fish and Sips. Friday, April 11, 2025, and I just launched my solo skiff from La Palma. From my palapa there. I'm here in the northern Sea of Cortez, Baja, California, Mexico, near Gonzaga Bay. Gonzaga Bay is just a little to the south. And I shot it down here. I thought Rob was going to be here, from Rob and Mako Bob. Mako Bob first introduced me to this place back in 2014. I came with Big Water's Edge crew down here and had a good time on my paddle kayak. And now I've been coming down here on the solo skiff. So I got down here on Wednesday. I fished yesterday all day pretty much. And got in a crazy yellowtail bite in the morning time out front of the island here. So that's the same thing I'm gonna do today. Name of the game, I got the yellowtail and the mega bait right there. And then I found a micro jig, 30-gram jig that I got the leopard grouper Cabria Sardinera on. It's gonna be the same name of the game today. Do some trolling as well. People were talking about getting yellowtail on the troll. I talked to some people that were staying at Rob and Bob's house, and they said that trolling yellowtail, they got one on Wednesday. I saw them out yesterday, saw some other congas out there, and we're just living the dream down in Baja. So if you haven't already, smash that subscribe, pound that like, show all that love and support. Next stop, the island and fishing. Hopefully the yellowtail will come through again. Phew. So I launched a little after 7 this morning. Low tide, and it's coming into the full moon. Tomorrow's the full moon and low tide. Like an algae bloom right there. Full moon tomorrow, and low tide was this morning. I had to pull the solo skiff really far down to the beach. Got these birds sitting on top of the water right here. We're gonna go start at the same spot. Coming into this little yellowtail cove from yesterday. There's a bunch of birds flying around, scoping stuff out. Get the transducer flipped down. Got the gaff, that fish gaff. Thank you, Daryl. I got my first, stuck it into the first, for the first time into yellowtail yesterday. Alright, 12.9 volts left on my fathometer from yesterday. Boils already. Oil's over there. Already good signs here. Seen boils, birds. Look at all these birds up there. We're gonna troll. Birds diving. Feels very fishy out here already this morning. I'm gonna keep my eye on the fathometer. Drop down the jigs. I got my 30-gram jig. Still ready to go. I might put on have a top water stick bait ready to go. I got a little small mat scad. That's what I'm gonna have ready. Got this sardine mat scad sinking 115 Nomad. Marks down below, so I'm going to keep this on, only in 25 feet of water. Got my junior yo-yo on too. Drop that. Take a couple casts by this rock. I don't think I'm gonna head out that way. I'm just gonna focus on this area. Is that the Tony Ray's boat? There it is. Jigging this reef, I got a little mini flag cabria. Flag cabria on the mega bait. That's a flag cabria. Got some crazy teeth. Nice looking fish though. Pretty sure that's the Tony Ray's boat. They're fishing hard. Usually they deploy pongas and then everyone fishes off the pongas. That's the mothership for Tony Ray's. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna troll back towards that area on the cove. I jigged that rock for one fish. Got the skunk offer today. That's a fish. Didn't get skunked. But we're looking for that yellowtail, that leopard grouper. Looks like small micro bait. That's what was yesterday. So I put back on the 30 gram micro jig that I found, that I got the leopard grouper on yesterday. I'm gonna mix it up with my trolling lure and give this one a shot. Found this in the mix. My stuff. It's shallower diver. The bill's not as big. Maybe this is a 15-foot diver. I got my X-Wrap 15 also. We're gonna try this one. Good movement on it. Troll along these cliffs. All right, I was just talking to Jose Luis right here on that blue bottom boat. He said yesterday it was they got 3 bonita. They went out deeper and they got some bonita. They said the first day was the best day. On Wednesday when they got here, they got some yellowtail on the troll. So I could mash out to the Golden Reef. No, I'm gonna focus on this area, see what I can make happen. I was just looking at my photos and I caught the yellowtail at 9:14 yesterday. little bit more bird activity now. I'm waiting for them to blow up again. I'm praying and waiting for them to blow up again today. See if it happens. There's a lot of bait in this area. That's why I'm sticking around to it. A lot of bait. The yellows came through yesterday, and I know that there's leopard grouper chilling in the rocks. So I'm just gonna keep trolling back and forth and keep jigging when I see marks. I'm liking how these birds are circling and dipping down lower. It's looking fishy, this area. It's 9:30 now, and I'm just sticking around all this area that has this micro bait. Back on the troll, jigging the micro bait, or micro jig, because of the micro bait in the area. Just caught that one flat cabria. Just gonna jig hard. A lot of flies along the island here. Been bothering me. Jose Luis said they went out deep yesterday, got the bonito. I haven't marked any. Oh. Just when I say that. Been starting to mark some schools of fish. I mean, mark some bigger fish. I see one right now. Come on, yellows. Come on, grouper. It's having issues, connection issues with my transducer. And I did the trick that I learned down in Baja here from Mauricio. Cleaned it with gasoline, and now it's been working good. He helped me clean my reel to have it with gasoline when I flipped in the surf. Seems like back here. More of the bait and boils. Here we go. On the micro jig, the 30 gram, I got that cabria, sardinera, leopard grouper. Beautiful fish. Get a couple fillets off of them. Maybe I'll eat it for dinner tonight. Oh yeah. trigger. Super cool structure here. Oh yeah, see there's a lot of fish hanging down. Now I'm gonna troll back. The rock's covered now. Oh. Boil. That was a bigger boil. We got a couple other pongas out here. It's probably Tony Ray's pongas. Thought they were yellow though. We're trying to look for that yellowtail. I got the Cabrilla Sardinera, a small one, and then a flag Cabrilla. I want that Herel. Saw a bunch of small bait swimming right there, swimming under. Might do a couple more casts down over there by where I caught the Cabrilla Sardinera. And then I'm thinking about heading down towards Punta Bufeo and Alfonsina's Punta Final. Time to move along. I'm gonna troll around the back side of the island and then head down to Alfonsinas. Maybe make it all the way. Punta Final is like 15 miles. So I'll go down to Gonzaga Bay, Alfonsinas. Maybe I'll stop by and say what's up to Juan Cook. Since I'm gonna be trolling for a while and not jigging, I'm gonna go double troll. Nomad DTX Minnow 140 and that other one I got on there right now. Let's get bit. Turn the corner now. Making our right way around the back side of the island. Super shallow area right here. So I'm just gonna bring in the trollers and mash down to Gonzaga Bay by Papa Fernandez. I could go Punta Final if it's 15 miles. It's like an hour and a half. 10 miles, less than an hour to get down to Gonzaga Bay. That's where I'm gonna go. Mash. Pretty cool this end of the island over here. These steep rock cliffs. And then in the distance, we got Punta Bufeo, and then Papa Fernandez, and then Punta Willard or Isla Willard, Gonzaga Bay, and then Punta Final. Super cool area. I'm always usually heading the opposite way, so it's nice to mix it up. Try to clean house on some triggerfish for some ceviche, share with friends when I get back home. There's a lot of triggerfish in Bufeo. Let's see what we can get into down by Willard, Papa Fernandez. It's 11:56. I'm 300 feet away from this spot. Got Punta Final in the distance. That's the big island down by Bay of LA down there. And Isla Willard or Punta Willard, Alfonsinas over there. Rancho Grande Market turnoff from the freeway is there. And I'm coming across a high spot. And we're in a little bit deeper water. So I'm gonna put the yo-yo iron on. Maybe I'll grab some bigger ones too. And I'm not gonna drop unless I mark something. I'm kind of dead here. Most of the structure was closer to the point, to the island. Are we coming across here now? I don't know about this spot. We're gonna move along. Got some stuff stacked on the bottom. It looks small. I'm gonna drop down anyways. Get on first drop. Yeah, I got a fish. Another freaking lizard fish. From the name of the game this trip. On the candy bar yo-yo iron. Look at that thing. Lizard fish. Not what we're looking for, but I can use them for chunk bait, for trigger fish. Not really marking many fish. I'm gonna put the troller out and troll along the outside of the island point right here. Wow, it's crazy how shallow it is. 10 feet and then it just drops off. I swear I think that's the boat I was fishing Golden Reef with last year. Dominic, I think his name was. We're gonna troll this outside. Looks like there's a lot of bait in the water. I'm just not seeing big marks. I'm gonna keep jigging. Keep trolling. Kind of dead on the inside. I didn't really mark a whole lot. There's a lot of bait, but I didn't mark any big fish. I don't know what this other boat's doing. Screen's blank. Start to make my way north, back towards camp. I want to be back around between 3 and 4, around the high tide, so I can pull my stuff up on the beach easier. Fillet my fish this evening, get some dinner, clean house, maybe on triggerfish and Punta Bufeo on the way back. We're going wide open on the lizard fish, on the yo-yo iron. We're moving. Some bigger marks up top of the bait ball. I just jigged through it for a while and no biters. Keep trolling, keep moving. Come on, give me something. That was nice. Look at that. Wide open lizardfish. I want to make a move, just go fast down towards Papa Fernandez. Next point down, there's Papa Fernandez, the house where he grew up, where he lived. He used to fish with John Wayne. John Wayne, the Duke, would come down here a lot to fish. I actually fished with Larry from Grocery Outlet at this point right here from the shore. Leatherback jacks we were catching, spotted bay bass. They got the campground on this side. That's where I stayed in 2021 with Bill Brown at the campground. Then I fished a little bit north at that point. We're gonna look for some spots to jig here and then go in and troll, and then that's kind of the start of Punta Bufeo right there. It's 1:30 now. Like I said, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, be back at camp. Started down there at 12 o'clock down at Alfonsina's Gonzaga Bay. Went wide open on lizardfish. Not what I'm trying to do. I'm not really liking it here by Papa Fernandez. I'm just gonna motor all the way to the start of Punta Bufeo. Those rocky cliffs right there. day. It's 2 o'clock now. Coming into south end of Punta Bufeo right here. Put the troller back out. Not really going to use that. Going to use the micro jig that I found. 30 feet of water here. And then get up towards Punta Bufeo and go to town on some triggerfish, I'm thinking. Triggerfish? Yep. Or spotty. I just scored another jig. I'm caught in the kelp, in the grass, in the weeds. This other guy got caught too and lost a pink trolling lure. That's good. Right over here. It's almost like my Tony the Tiger one, but pink and UV. This is a nice lure. I'm gonna troll it. That's a come up right there. Put it on right now. Cut it all off all the line with my sword knife. Get bit now. I'm gonna just keep doing jigging and casting, looking for boils and casting towards the rocks. Finish strong here. It's gonna be my last hour or so of fishing. Let's get them. Hook up. Yes. Yeah, on that trolling lure. Woo-wee! Let's go, baby. That's all it took, was finding another lure and getting the hook up. Doesn't quite feel like a trigger fish. Little yellowtail, or is this Sierra? Nice. What do we got? Sierra. Big one. Little gaff with Daryl's gaff. Thank you, Daryl. Head. Jabs him in the head. Yeah, boy. Sweet. We got the Sierra Mackerel on the lure that I found. It's a big one. Yeah. Got the sharp teeth. Hitting that pink trolling lure that I found. Wow. Get them bled out, put them in the front. Excellent. Great eating fish. Yeah, that was sick. That thing hit hard. We're gonna go back, troll back through that. Wow. Get this cleaned up. Thought I saw some boils coming through, so I trolled out by them, and boom, got slammed. We'll go back through, clean up this blood. I think that's my PB mackerel, Sierra Mackerel, my personal best. All right, I'm taking the same line I'm marking fish here, and I see some boils up there. See if we can get lucky again. Going right back over my same line, and then that's where I hooked them and then got turned around, which is right up here by the boils. It's 2:47 now. Yes. Super stoked on that. That's a big Sierra. Maybe I'll jig a little bit. Seeing a lot of marks here. Bait and bigger marks. I thought I heard a seal. I was going up to the point here. I was planning on jigging that point. And then boom, hooked up on the troll, baby. Troll hard. See, there's a lot of fish here. I'm gonna do another pass. Trying to figure out what's going on, these little bit of surface activity. So I'm gonna troll around this and then loop back through closer to the rocks and the cliffs. That's where I hooked the last one. And there's a lot of bait and bigger fish on it too out there. This point right here. .324 now. There's the end of Punta Bufeo, or there's Punta Bufeo. All these cliff sides is what I've been fishing. Where I started fishing down here in Mexico for the first time on the kayak was that point, and then down south here. So this is where my roots are. We're gonna end it here. Trolling and jigging. It seems like 30 feet has been a good depth. That's where I got bit at by the Sierra. Those cliff sides, so cool. And then try to get, like I was talking about before, try to get some trigger fish. Chopping up this lizard, these two lizard fish. So I got chunk bait for the trigger fish. Then hopefully we can get on them on this last point here, so I can have some trigger fish ceviche, my favorite, with my friends back in San Diego. They'll bite the jig too, but some bait helps. Let's go. Still trolling hard. That lure that I found. We got Punta Bufeo right here, coming up to it. Here we go, first fish on that cut bait, spotted bay bass, not what I'm looking for. There's a whole bunch of fish right here. I'm hoping that it's some trigger fish here. Bringing the troller. Mega bait. With no bait on it. I was hoping there was trigger fish, but it's looking like there's all spotties here. About to be out of batteries on my fathometer too. Dang, another spotty. I thought it was bigger, so I thought maybe trigger fish. Spotted bay bass on the mega bait. Well, I just ran out of batteries on my fathometer, and I'm still only catching spotties, even with these chunks of lizard fish. Now I'm just letting it drift on the bottom, and I'm just getting bites. But only spotted bay bass. It's 4:30 now. I think I'm gonna call it. No more bites. That's gonna do it. That's it and that's all for this April spring 2025 Baja trip. Down here to the Sea of Cortez, Gonzaga Bay, La Palma, Enchanted Islands. Got the yellowtail and the leopard grouper yesterday. I was stoked on that. Sierra mackerel today. Get these filleted back up, get back to camp, get my stuff put away. Call it good. Found 2 lures too. Got 2 new lures. So thank you all for watching, following along. Let's get back to camp. All right, back here, final evening. I'm gonna get my fish filleted up now. I'm gonna do it down on the beach. I got my little station set up here. Fillet board, bucket, knife sharpener, plastic bags. Fish are on the cauterized brine inside there. I'm gonna go set up a little table, my fillet board down on the water and take care of it down there. Got the sword and knife ready to go. Now I just gotta get the fish from the truck. I'm gonna do the yellowtail first. There we go, first half. I'll do the rest of it time lapse. birds are going crazy off the carcasses, but I'm going to show you how I fillet a triggerfish. You got to get right here under the fin. That's the only way you can really penetrate the skin. Then you cut around after that. Up here, follow that incision that you make. Around here. This is why it's called a triggerfish. Pull the trigger right there. One of my favorite ceviche fish. Get the nice fillet off it like so. Same thing on this side, right here. You can actually get in. That's it, mission accomplished. Triggerfish, last fish to fillet. 5 fish. Little variety pack. Sun's going down over the hillside in the distance. Beautiful sunset. Thank you all for watching, following along, living the dream out here. Baja dreaming. Full moon rising in the distance too. Full moon. Sunset. Whew. Get these back in the truck, load up all my gear. Sierra mackerel from Baja on the Traeger. Nice. Yeah, boy, it doesn't get much better than that. Wow.